T for teen.
On May 15th, The Matrix goes interactive. Battle alongside the original motion picture cast on a mission that comes down to one question. In the war to save Zion, what part will you play? Enter The Matrix.
The history of the video game is just that, history. On May 15th, history begins again. Enter The Matrix, written and directed by the Wachowski brothers, rated T.
There is only one way to enter The Matrix.
If we fail, Neo fails, and that cannot happen at any cost.
On May 15th, The Matrix goes interactive. Battle alongside the original motion picture cast on a mission that comes down to one question. In the war to save Zion, what part will you play? Enter The Matrix. The future is now in play. Rated T for teen.
When it comes over me, and I totally lose control, I like it.
All the rage. All the power. Unleash the fury.
Okay, part of that intro might have been muted, because I'm not sure if that music for Matrix copyrighted. Also, I'm pretty positive that game was not good. I'm sure it sold well, but like, I'm pretty positive the game itself is a bad game. Maybe one of these days we'll figure that out. What up, everyone? It's your boy, The Infinite Dragon. We're back with more 100 Line, and we are continuing from the last stream. So if you're watching this in the VOD episode, this is the same stream that the last one was in. Johnny reviewed it. I've seen it. Oh, give me a refresher on what he said about this. So I'm sure I've seen that video. But yeah, so we just got done with the, in Last Defense Academy, we just got done with the fight on the 72nd day of the Kill Ato timeline. Various decisioning. And, basically, not Yudizin, the lady that really wants to be Virgil, was like, oh, the next battle is going to be the last battle. I'm going to come kill all of you. Rawr. And we were like, all right, cool, whatever. Where's the killer? We need to figure out who the killer is. What time is it? It's night already? I tried to open my heavy eyelids, look at the clock, but I could barely believe how much of the day had passed me by. Without even meaning to, and it's been you guys ever realize how fucked up sleep is? Like, your body has decided to spend a good portion of time, like a good amount of time, just not functioning. Or rather, taking the time to rebuild itself, but like, it has no active defense. So you just sit there, active, like open and ready to get your ass whooped by everybody. You ever realize how weird sleep is? What a bizarre thing for like a sack of shit. What a bizarre thing that evolution has evolved into. Now, obviously, the reason why sleep exists is because you need the time to, like, you know, rebuild your body, rebuild the cells, all that. It's like a necessary process, but it's so weird that, like, you have to lose consciousness in order to do that. You have to be as vulnerable as possible in order to do that. Yeah, all bodies should come with built-in automatic turret systems. I'm just saying, bro. Like, evolutionary speaking, it's much more efficient to be a fucking cyborg. Without even meaning to, I spent the entire day in bed again. Had anyone noticed? I stepped outside the dividing curtain to check. Hey, Takumi, you're finally awake, huh? Finally? So you did notice I was sleeping a long time. Why didn't you wake me up? I was gonna, but then Hideko said I should let you rest. Really? Hideko said that? You had that weird collapse a little while ago. We don't want you to push you too hard while you're recovering. Armadillos and turtles got up made. They have ways, other animals have ways of cracking the shells of armadillos and turtles, but like, yeah, that makes more sense if you're gonna have a system, like a sleeping system that makes you stop moving for several hours at a time. That makes sense to have an outer shell. Imagine someone trying to sneak up on you while you're sleeping and then your fucking turret pops out of your chest. I don't need to imagine it because I'd be asleep. I see. Sorry to make you all worry, but just overslept today. Oh yeah? Let's hope that's all it was. Just so you know, nothing really changed today, for better or worse. Thanks. I'm sure we'll make more progress tomorrow. I would be sleeping and they would be dead. Yeah, you'd wake up and then the automatic turret system would let you know that the automatic turret system has gone off, and then you just look at the ground around you and there's dead bodies. No Prankum Johns here? Yeah. I'm sure they still could find a way to do the prank where they put your mattress in the middle of a lake. But yeah, ain't no one putting fucking whipped cream in your hand and tickling your nose, bro. Or putting your hand in warm water. Right, just let me know if there's anything I can do. Now then, I think Tsubasa is gonna die next. I've still got a little bit of time before the evening announcement, so maybe I'll take a shower or something. I finished my shower and was returning to the gym when I noticed a figure walking down the hallway. Oh, Hideko. I felt like such a long time since the two of us had spoken. However, Tsubasa, you told the others to let me rest. There wasn't anything wrong with me, but it was a nice gesture all the same. Thanks.
あなたに話したいことがあるの。今夜1時、食堂に一人で来て。
Hey, wait, Hideko? As always, it was useless trying to argue with her. She ignored me completely and walked away. It seemed like she had something on her mind. I wonder what she wants to talk about. Okay, if this is anything like the original timeline, Hideko is about to die before she tells us anything. Hopefully not. I like Hideko. It'll be 1 soon. Check my clock. It was only a few minutes away from the time Hideko had told me to meet her. It was past midnight, so technically the date had already rolled down to day 74. Not that it really matters what day it is, so long as I'm on time. Hideko was probably waiting for me in the cafeteria. The invitation had been kinda sudden, but I had no reason not to go. Still feeling a little conflicted, I got up and slipped out of my sleeping area when I got caught immediately. Nozomi, what are you doing up this late? I just got back from the bathroom. Why are you still up, Takumi? I just wanted to move around a little. With all the sleeping I've been doing lately, I'm not very tired right now. I felt like it was best that I kept meeting with Hideko as secret. Oh, okay. If you can't sleep, do you want to stay up with me? I've been waiting to talk to you for a while now. You have? You promised to tell me what happened. Wait. You promised to tell me what happened between you and me in the future someday, remember? I guess I did say that. It's not fair for you to be the only one who knows all the secrets. I want us to be on equal footing.
だから、今までの私たちの関係を全部ちゃんと知っておきたいんだ。
Maybe the reason why Hideko is acting like this is because you never got her a Calico Cat vinyl figure. I'm trying to, bro, but like... It's her. Up at Night is sus, especially at 1. I don't think it's her because she seems to have the most plot relevance with the whole entire thing. Like, she's the only one who can't even use Himo Anima. Like, if it's her, it's a bad call for a lot of reasons, actually. Mostly because she's fragile. She's the most susceptible to dying. I wanted to tell Nozomi about Karuha. There's no denying that. And here's my chance. Shouldn't I take it? She wanted to know, and I wanted to tell her. There's no reason to hold back anything now. On the other hand, Hideko is still waiting for me. I never said I'd come, but but could I really just stand her out? We're going to go talk to Hideko. After thinking it over, I decided. We're gonna go talk to Hideko. But I think this is the last decision before we make it to the end, so what will probably end up happening is that that's the first choice we go back when we go back down the timeline. I should really go see Hideko. I have a bad feeling about it. I have a bad feeling about it, but it did sound important. Sorry, Nozomi. Can we talk later? Yeah, no problem. Sorry for spring getting on you. I'll head back then. Good night. I feel bad. Nozomi reached out to me, but I had to turn her down. I checked the clock. It was exactly 1 o'clock. Better hurry. Can we talk later? Yeah, she's fucking dead? Yeah, she's cooked, right? Alright. Not much different here. Not too far a branch, it looks like. I stepped into the silent cafeteria and found Hideko standing alone. Must be pretty important for you to ask me to meet me at this hour. Besides, I wanted to talk to you for a while. I bet. My behavior must be incomprehensible to you. That was true enough. I had a mountain of questions for her. I've come. Let them come. What was Hideko doing in the biolab when the killer attacked on day 16? How did she know about the enemy attacks and the commander's abilities? I still think she's a time traveler. This is her time to tell me that I'm fucking wrong. Why was she suddenly avoiding me? I've been agonizing over whether I should tell you or not. I was scared my relationship with you would change if I did. It won't. Huh? On the roof. You told me you're not my enemy. Which means you're an ally. Nothing will change that. Oh. Oh. Right. Well, it's because we fought together all this time. Same must go for you, right? Poor girl. Poor girl. Our fucking protagonist is dumb as shit. Takumi, actually, the moment Hideko started talking. Who is it? Oh, Yugamu. Perfect. So this is where you were. I was on lookout and I noticed you two were gone, so I went looking. Oh, so now you want to fucking do your job. Sorry, I was just having a talk with Hideko. At this hour? Here? This song is... what the hell? I mean, we've heard it before, but like, holy shit. I don't know why it's hidden right now, but like, goddamn. I hate to interrupt you two, but don't you think being out at this hour is far too dangerous? You're right, it was nothing. I'll head back now. But Hideko... Sorry, it was nothing. Forget about it. I must have soured the mood. Sorry. Allow me to massage you as an apology. Count me out. Forever. I'll head back then. Sorry I messed up your patrol, Yugamu. Not a problem. Besides... I think with the exception of Wheeze, I think most of us are night people, yeah? I think Dizzy's a night person, I think naturally Dizzy would be a night person, but they're forced to be awake during the day. Cool. Don't walk around alone too much. In the end, I never got to have a proper conversation with Hideko. I wonder what she wanted to tell me. She must have given up because it was too important to blurt out with Yugamu listening. Although I decided I'd wait for an opportunity to talk to her again in the near future. Okay, so that's death flags for both of them, actually. But that chance never came, and the days slipped by. I feel like the obvious person to be the killer would be Yugamu. Yeah, that would also be kind of boring. We just skipped like 3 days? 4 days. We reached day 77 with the threat of the hidden killer still looming over us. Not already? I didn't realize the time. It was just before the nighttime announcement. The day was nearly over. Oh man, I'm only meant to take a quick nap. Earlier today, we'd all gotten together to discuss how to fight the killer and try to discuss try out different traps. But in the end, none of them worked, so we gave up and spent the afternoon working in groups. I was tired, so I took the break halfway through. I must have dozed off. I'm still sleepy. I should stretch and get some sleep. Maybe I should go to the bathroom and freshen up first. Better put my class armor on just in case. Taking a quick nap and sleeping for 3 days. Mood. Yep. The moment I was in front of the boys' bathroom, I sensed something that stopped me in my tracks. Alright, hands on the controller. It's time to run. Alright, hold on, actually. Yeah, I had to write down what I was going to use for the thumbnail. The lights aren't on. There shouldn't be anyone in there, but the air feels unusual, abnormal, and there's a sharp stench. I don't know if anyone else can, like, do this, or this is like a TISM thing, but, like, can anyone, like, hear the air change when someone, like, walks into a room? Like, you can hear the air not be the way that it was before? I don't know if I don't even know if that made sense, but, you know. Last time I took a nap, I stayed up for the entire night and felt lightheaded for the entire day. Usually, if I take a nap when I'm not intending to, I feel pretty good. That's like a sixth sense you've got. It's not that good of a sixth sense because it only happens like in small rooms. It would be like if you had like an air vent open and someone suddenly closed the air vent. Like it just feels different in the room. Please, no. I'm just imagining things, right? There's no way. Just no way. Yeah, sometimes I hear that. Yeah. Desperately trying to keep my legs from trembling, I stepped inside the bathroom. What I saw before me was pure hell. No, all right, we were all wrong. Shoma's dead. I screamed as the metallic stench of blood attacked my senses. Sitting on the toilet, dead, covered in blood, was Shoma. Every inch of his flesh was maimed and sliced, leaving a pulpy mess. There was hardly a trace of the Shoma we knew left. Hey, what's with all the screaming? I'm trying to... Oh, he's dead! Somebody killed Shoma! Dude, was it the killer? Did he strike again? Gaku, calm down. Go get everyone. Yeah, sure. I performed an amateur inspection on Shoma's corpse as everyone waited. There doesn't seem to be anything left behind that might serve as a clue. The only thing here is the body. Can't control the camera manually. Abysmal aiming. Good luck aiming. Very dark as hell. Might have a hard time finding your way. Car controls are on ice. Strange abnormal anomaly of regeneration. Help doesn't work on boss fights, but will work everywhere else. Says it's a waste of time to play it, and if it's already included in some other Matrix movie stuff, so there's no point in playing the game. And lastly, this game was expensive to make, and they blow it on the production of the live action stuff and reprising roles. Oh. Thank you, Batra. That was in reference to the Matrix game. Batra, not now. A man is dead. Yeah, it's Shoma. A kid is dead. Holding back my rising gorge, I carefully examined it. The cause of death is loss of blood from deep wounds made by a blade, exactly the same as everyone else's. The blood spider doesn't really indicate that, but yeah. Based on how dry the blood is on the wall, he'd been dead for some time. Can I get his mech suit? Nah, it was part of his blood, sorry. So Takumi, is it true that you discovered a body? A body has been discovered! Yeah, in the stall. Is that Shoma? So they got Mr. Kinsaki this time. Sheesh, the killer really is ruthless. The MO is exactly the same as the others. That killer has struck again. You've lost another one of our friends. The killer is human but inhuman. No matter how many times I kill them, they won't stay dead. None of it makes any sense. Well, what the heck? Man, you're freaking me out. Just a little quote from somebody somewhere. Danami was quoting the entry in the diary we found at the library. Knowing now that the other book was entirely fictional, it seemed like the diary was just an exercise in creative writing. Come to think of it, I didn't see Mr. Genzaki all afternoon. Where did he die? Judging how dry the blood is a few hours ago. Well, that's not what he said, but it's fine. I mean, you don't have to feel bad for anybody because we're going to go back in time and fix it. So we're just continuing this on because there's a fucking 100 endings in this game. We gotta get to one eventually. His dog will forever not know what happened to him. That's not true. It is true in this timeline, but we don't have to worry about that. Oh yeah, we have Dragon Ball. It's like that fucking one meme in from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Just like, why do you care? We have the Dragon Balls. Everyone's died here once. Fucking Chaozu's died twice. Why? You just wish everyone back to line. Why are you fucking crying? Death really has. You act like death has no consequences. It really doesn't. God damn it, Goku died again. Someone gathered the Dragon Balls. He's only died twice. And that's as good as, yeah, he's only died twice. When they were actually gonna wish him back to life the second time, he said nah. Judging him how dry the blood is a few hours ago. Agreed, I'd say at least 6 hours. Wait, so he was killed in the afternoon? That's different. The killer's been doing it at night up until now. I'd noticed the same thing just now. The killer doesn't appear only at night. They'll come and kill even if it's daytime. No. Sir, telling me we've been hunted by a crazed murderer You're being hunted by a crazed murderer 24/7? Are we gonna end up getting killed too? But you're like some kind of animal and left to... Calm down. Let's focus on surviving. At any rate, we can't work alone during the day anymore. Starting tomorrow, let's make sure we're in groups at all times. We already did this. This happened already. We already had this conversation. One last thing to point out, from the Matrix game that Johnny said, there were some cheat codes you could put in. They'll practically give you unlimited ammo, unlimited focus, bullet time, so it can make the game slightly bearable, but you'll still be dealing with the auto-aiming being shit. Interesting. I wonder if the reason he didn't scream or anything was because he thought this is his fate and the fate was right for trash like him to die. Well, that doesn't consider everybody else. Everybody else probably screamed bloody fucking murder. We still didn't find them. Everyone should just start sharing rooms. We are sharing a room. We are sleeping in the gymnasium now. They just have a partner throughout the day. I'm just confused like how they got rid of the partner system like 2 days in. "23 days, yeah. Right, okay. Hideko, you keep looking at Shoma's body. Is something wrong? She's been doing that too. I'm done now. I have nothing to say. Don't worry about it. Okay, well, let's move on. We need to clean him up. He put Shoma in the morgue and suddenly erected a grave marker for him under the dark sky. How many of those did we have? Okay, we're definitely losing way more friends than we did before. How many of these have we made for our friends at this point? I didn't even want to count. After saying our final goodbyes to Shoma, we all returned to the school without uttering a word. The organic life detection device total had finally dropped to 11. Fear steadily invaded the atmosphere and hung around us. How many people did we lose in the original timeline? And we're still skipping days. Okay, never not. We're fine.
総員起床時間だよ。最終防衛学園78日目の朝になりました。ちなみに78というのは特別な数字なんだ。どう特別なのかは各自で考えようね。さあ、今日も偉大な人類のため、観南真空南の園。
I mean, it doesn't matter. They're gonna die because of a big fuck off bomb in the school. No, Weez, they aren't. You probably haven't had time to look at the Let's Fight VOD, but no, the school was prepared with the fucking escape rocket. Wait a second, show me your insides, bitch. You ain't slick. I said before, I don't think you were here for it, but I think if Hideko's the killer, I think it's really dry. What's so special about it? Who even fucking cares? Let's see here. So in the original timeline, Hideko died. Technically, we killed Eito, so we can count him. Ima died. Moko. 4 people died last time. How many people are dead now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, no, technically this is more. Siri's boundless, cheerful voice irritated me. I was still reeling from the shock of discovering Shoma's body. So the reason why I just checked to see how many died in the original timeline is because I wanted to know. Oh no, Nozomi 5. I forgot Nozomi died in the original timeline. I wanted to see if it was consistent with how many people died in the original timeline in this timeline. So if one more person dies in this timeline, it's different. But the canon event in the game, if nobody else dies, the canon event in the game is that 5 people die unless we get the proper ending. I'm still, yep. Anyway, I should go to the cafeteria. I'm not hungry, but I need to check on everyone. It's sad seeing Shoma's portrait blacked out. Yeah. Everyone was already in the cafeteria, but they weren't saying much, just silently eating their food. Good morning, Takumi. Good morning. Sure is quiet in here. Talk about an unpleasant morning. Everyone's acting like we just left awake. We did. We kind of did. You seem the same as ever, though. Well, it's no use crying over spilled milk. We need to eat and keep our stamina up so we can stay alive. Sister dearest, eat up. Do you want more seafood banana waffles? Ew. I'm full, thanks. Takumi, would you like something to eat? Nah, I don't have much of an appetite. Appreciate the offer, though. Didn't you say you liked frog? I'd whip you something up if we had any. Frog parfait, frog sandwich, even just a whole frog could be good. Kill him, Shoma, was it milk? Please stop making me think about those horrible dishes these early in the morning. Whether that's and who's dying next. I mean, we all guessed, we all made our guesses and we were all fucking wrong. I don't think anyone expected Shoma to die. It's also weird not seeing Takamaru standing ominously in the background of the cafeteria. I actually did not notice that he was not here. I don't know, I like it. Eating gory food like that sounds kind of fun. Forget the crazy stuff. I'd sooner just eat a normal frog. This craving again? Well, I'm curious, that's all. I'd offer to get you all the frogs you could eat, but, you know, there's a freaking murderer on the loose. My first guess is Gaku. Yeah. I think you just don't like Gaku, though. I'm so scared I can't even sleep right anymore. And I have to accompany the Holy Jumanji sword whenever she needs to use the facilities. What is that sword even doing in the bathroom? Well, I'm all done eating, so I'm ready when you are. Oh, sorry, I'm almost done. Starting today, we'll be spending our days in groups. Today, I was in a group with Darumi, Ima, and Kaka. We were doing that already. So, what do we do now? I want to make dynamite so I can throw it at the invaders. No way! If there's an accident, you'll blow up the whole school. That's true. But then the killer might die too. Although I guess we wouldn't be around to find out. That's not how I want the story to end. If we're gonna make something, let's choose something else. An ending where we all explode and die sounds pretty happy to me. It's so hard living with an unconventional perspective in this world. We made sure we were ready and slid off to get to work. Our group headed to the metal shop to try to find some kind of weapon just in case we needed it.
Oh.
Lou said we wanted to make a weapon, but what kind? We're not just going to be able to make anything. We're not going to be able to make anything too impressive. Oh, and trust her near a demon core? A demon core? How about a trap for the killer? You could lay a super sticky tape. Fly trap for murderers. You're a visionary, sister dearest. 10 out of 10. I'll help you so we can make a bunch. I want to make something too. Is there anything that would let me cheat? Okay, what am I gonna make? I looked at the clock. It was 2 in the afternoon. I had plenty of time. Maybe I'll check out a weapon and weapons book. I grabbed a few books, sat down, and started flipping through the pages. It's another way of saying very highly concentrated radiation. Like if you open it, you're going to expose much radiation everywhere. Gotcha. We pass out? Suddenly, I couldn't sense anyone in the room with me. I looked around, and sure enough, there was nobody there. Where did everyone go? The clock read 3:30 p.m. They left us after an hour? I guess I was so absorbed in my books I didn't notice. I wish they'd said something if they were gonna leave. After I told them we need to travel in groups for safety, too. I had to get back to emailing the others, but just as I stood up to leave... Takumi? What are you doing here? What? What are you talking about? Where'd you guys go anyway? What? Can someone interpret for me? I'm too dumb to keep up. I don't understand it either. Detective Kako, now's your chance to shine. Takumi underwent mitosis? Stop talking about me like I'm some kind of amoeba. I've been here the whole time. I doubt it. We just saw you going up the stairs. What? Is this some kind of joke? Did the shock of the killer reappearing scramble your brains? The killer? Don't tell me they showed up again. Are you being serious right now? We just talked about this. What? Huh? While you were gone, there was a huge commotion because the killer showed up again. We tried to catch them, but they got away. Everyone's still searching as we speak. We literally just talked to you. You don't remember? You told us we were in danger because the killer was around again, but then you went off on your own. While I was gone, just talked to me, went off on my own. None of it made any sense. I was so confused I couldn't even speak. He's broken, just like my dad. Once people lose their minds, they start lying. They forget about anything that doesn't suit their narrative. Bro, she needs a hug. Someone hugged out of me, please. Let's say, for the sake of argument, you can instantly teleport somehow. How could you forget about the killer? Seriously? What are you saying? Explain it like I'm fine. Even after they explained it again, there was no new information. They just repeated the exact same... They just repeated the exact same story. So what happened is that from our perspective, which is the perspective we had the whole entire time, we were all in a group. We were reading the fucking Metal Shop's Works book. And then when we looked up, an hour had passed and everybody was fucking gone. And then they walked in and they started talking about what happened from their perspective, which is we freaked out, told everybody that there was a killer, ran up the stairs. They, for some reason, went and walked in here. And then here we were. So shenanigans are happening. Mind shenanigans are happening. The question is it in our head or is it actually happening? If I didn't know everything that was going on with the rest of the story, my guess would be like timeline slipping. Like we're jumping from timeline to timeline. Reminds me of SMT4. In what way? I'm confused. Did you put the screwdriver and get the radiation or stop the radiation? What? Is it the shapeshifter commander that copied Moko from the first timeline? We killed her already. That was the worm dude. Oh no, we fought that with the worm dude. Maybe it is the shapeshifter commander. I'm pretty positive it was a worm, though, wasn't it? Or did we just fight Moko? I think we just fought Moko. Maybe it is the shapeshifter commander. He's just talking to the Demon Core. Oh, okay. Remember the part of you going either Walter and Jonathan, and then all of a sudden you're grouped up together and they're talking about certain things that happened? Oh, yeah. You're right. We all experienced a different timeline. Yeah, you're right. True. No doubt. The worm was the one that took Ina, right? Did the one that took over Moko transform? Hold on, I'm actually about to ask Filler. It's funny because Filler is like right behind us. Well, it's like right behind us. She just got to the part where the fucking invader is like making the deal for us to the fucking Urizen one. And fuck, Philly doesn't remember either. Shit. Shit. I can't remember if Moko transformed or not. You have a VOD? I don't remember which fucking VOD that was. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I do remember which VOD that was because Moko's the thumbnail. You're right. True. That's why we have VODs for this. Let's see. Get up. I can't see chat at the moment. Could have given a more helpful speech about how you deserve the job. Well, I mean, it was a temp position. It was like for about 2 months. I wasn't like hurting over it. I would have liked to have it. I would be in a much better spot than I would be normally, but I didn't expect to get it. I don't think Mako did transform. Those things were like, I'm not. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Moko come over and attack him, but it's fine that you did because now you're dead. Does this do it for you? Yeah, Moko didn't transform. They turned into a bigger shaped Moko looking Moko, but they did not transform. Is anyone else repeating or just me? Repeating out. There's like a voice playing back like 4 times. I mean, it didn't. Well, I mean, but I'm not. I don't know. Did anyone else have an issue? I couldn't make heads or tails of it. It was like I was having some kind of a logical nightmare. Mr. Sumino, you must be tired. That's not surprising. You haven't been looking so good lately. We're going to keep searching as a group, but don't push yourself too much, okay? What the fuck is going on? Is everyone losing their minds? That's not the correct assumption you should make right now. Am I losing my mind? That's the assumption you should make right now. Maybe the noise from the VOD he was watching? Yeah. In the end, I joined the search for the killer, even though I didn't fully understand what the fuck was going on. We never found them, and the day came to an anticlimactic end. Day 80. I woke after a sudden experience of strange sensation. It was still too early to get up, but I didn't anyway. Does anyone else get that? I think that's usually anxiety. If you just wake up for no reason, like in a panic, I think that's just anxiety, but still in a sleepy daze. Something's not right. Plagued by an indescribable feeling, I quietly pushed aside the fabric partition and left my sleeping area. I could hear everyone else breathing in their sleep. At first glance, nothing seemed off, but it hit me as soon as I was looking around. The smell. The horrible smell of something burning pricked at the inside of my nose, then white plumes of smoke drifted by me. Quickly, I ran towards the smell. Flames were billowing vigorously from the vaulting box in the gym. Fire. Fire! Everybody fire! Run! I yelled at the top of my lungs and desperately ran around the gym, shaking everyone awake. The fire was spreading to the nearby mats, growing in intensity. We needed to get out of here or we'll be burned alive. A fire? Huh? What? Fire? So pretty. I love when everything is miserable and hopeless like this. I'm not screaming right now. Calm down. Things are stressful. You must take deep breaths. Not in here, though. Do not take deep breaths of the smoke. Carbon monoxide inhalation will just go faster. Sister dearest, we have to run. I'll carry him on my back. Quick. I can run on my own. You have to get out too, brother dearest. Everyone seemed to be awake, but now they were all starting to panic. I can't find a fire extinguisher. We're just gonna have to abandon the gym. Damn it, the smoke's turning black. Everybody get outside, now! We scattered frantically and ran out of the gym. The flames, like an incandescent orange beast, consumed the gym before our eyes. It was soon enveloped. You know what I'm confused about? No one has asked Takumi to time travel again. Like, we know we can do that, and we have that sitting in our back pocket. But Takumi hasn't thought about that, and no one else has asked him to do that. It soon enveloped entirety in fire and black smoke. Should be safe. Out here. I ran at top speed at the gym and found myself in the hallway on the second floor. How much do they trust him about the time travel stuff? I mean, it's been pretty evident that we have information that it could only happen, that we would only know if we time traveled. I was thankful to be alive, since I got out before the flames spread, but I also couldn't believe that this was happening. Everybody managed to get out in time, right? So was Takumi time traveling a conscious thing he could do, or was it just a complete accident? It was conscious. It was like a menu thing, like go to the menu and do that. It was a very conscious effort. I started to head back when... Oh, I thought I heard someone. Oh wow, Takumi has appeared. That at me, thank goodness. Seems like you got out okay. Hey, someone must have started the fire, you know. That fire. What? The vaulting box is burning, right? No way that happened spontaneously. Do they believe you? I think it's more like a vague, like, I guess that makes sense type of deal. Like, I don't know if they really believe it, but we very clearly have shown obvious signs of that being the case. Was it the killer? Was it? Huh? That's not possible. More importantly, we need to get out of here. But the day before yesterday... Suddenly, an eerily metallic sound echoed from down the hall. That sound. It's the killer. Oh my god, for real? Talk about a rare pull. This was even a special animation. There was even a special animation. She's talking about fucking loot boxes. Damn it, why now? Alright, Dotami's dead. Dotami, get out of here, run! Huh? We're not gonna fight them? I bet they dropped tons of EXP. We're not ready. We can't take them on by ourselves. I'll distract them. You get out of here. Go, Dotami, get out of here. Aw, Takumi, you're my hero. Hi. Did he just trigger tries? Did I lose him? Yes, bring him all the way up to the roof where everybody is sleeping at. I've come for your pickles, says the killer. I think it's a I don't fully believe you, but there's nothing else to believe situation. Yeah. And the way things are happening right now, it's either the fucking weird ass doppelganger or it's the Undying Flames boy. Which I don't think it's the fucking weird ass doppelganger. That doesn't currently make sense because they triggered the alarm the last time they got in. There's no signs of them giving chase anymore. I let out a sigh of relief and slumped down. My legs feel like gelatin, but more importantly, I wonder if the others are okay. First the fire, now the killer. I was worried about how my friends were holding up. Maybe I should hit back right away, but what if the killer's waiting for me? I guess I should hunker down until morning. Everyone, please stay safe. Praying as I quietly slipped into my room, I stilled my breathing in an attempt to blend in with the darkness. Morning? When did I drift off? I realized I'd fallen asleep curled up in the corner of my room. I have to find everybody, and I want to see what happened at the gym. I quickly stood up and bolted out of the room. When I arrived at the gym, the stench of fire was still in the air. I opened up the soot-stained fire shutters and was confronted by the grim transformation. The fire had been put out relatively quickly thanks to the automatic fire suppression system, but no it didn't. This whole entire fucking gym got fucked. Everywhere I looked, the place was badly burnt, blackened to the point of being unrecognizable. If I hadn't noticed it when I did, I'm sure we all would have died. The terrifying thought sent a shiver down my spine. You covered up with a bit of white paint, no problem. I was deep in thought when...
Kona! よかった。無事だったんだな。ちょうど探しに行くところだったんだ。みんなはどこに？
すぐに来て。説明は後でするから。
Yep, Dadami's dead.
何かあったのか?
Tsubasa didn't say anything else. I followed her as directed until we arrived at the leisure lounge. When I entered the leisure lounge, everybody was standing in a line, the atmosphere grim. Nobody was smelling. They were all just staring silently at the pool. I was ready to tell them how relieved I was to see everyone was okay, but words escaping once I saw what everyone else was looking at. It was a body, floating face down in a bright red water. It was covered in slashes. The flesh split open with deep wounds.
発見したのはつい先ほどでござる。蘇生マシーンに運ぼうとしたのでござるが。
水中で出血多量。蘇生は不可能だよ。
I noticed the life sign count had gone down in the morning, so we went looking for you. We went looking for you two. We managed to meet up after we ran out of the gym, but Dadami and you were the only ones missing. So either Takumi is killing these people, and his brain is making it so he's not taking responsibility because it's literally telling him something different, or Undying Flame Boy shenanigans are happening. You know, with the fact that most of the victims have been with Takumi before they died, you would think they'd get suspicious. Yeah, you'd think they would. That's right. Daddy was with me until a few hours ago. But then the killer showed up and I told her to run somewhere safe, so how? Calm down, Takumi. What happened after the fire? Well... Alright, I understand. So you and Dadami ran into the killer and then split up in an attempt to escape. Yeah, the killer was chasing me. Dadami was going to use that opportunity to hide. Hey, Takumi, you're not the one behind all this, are you? Excuse me? Of course I'm not. But both Kurara and Dadami got killed, but they were alone with you. Are you pitting it on some kind of crazed killer when it was actually you all along? Stop, Gaku. You can't point fingers like that without proof. Now you understand how he feels. We've looked so hard for this killer and haven't found so much as a single clue. Don't tell me you think it was me too. No, Sister Dearest and I can prove your alibi after all. Oh, how's that? Actually, we saw the killer too. Wait, really? After we fled the gym, we were walking down the hall together. Then we heard the sound of the power saw and we hid in a nearby classroom. Then we peeked outside and saw Takumi and Dadami running from the killer. I wanted to go and help them, but my dear brother stopped me. Okay. No, I think it's both of them. I think it's Undying Flame Boy and Takumi. Like, they're tag teaming this shit. My dear sister twisted her ankle while we were running from the fire, so we decided to stay hidden. Sorry. No, I get it. But what happened after that? After some time passed, we left the classroom and met up with everyone else. And then Tsubasa noticed the life sign count had gone down by 1. The device read 10 instead of 11, and you two were the only ones not with us. So we panicked and split up to go looking for you. This is my first time hearing that the twins saw the killer too. Terribly sorry, we just never had a moment to tell you. The point is, Mr. Sumino's alibi checks out. Thanks, I appreciate you vouching for me. Oh, Gaku is not convinced. Sir Takumi isn't the culprit. How wonderful. Our problems are solved. No, they're not, Kyoshika. The real killer is still out there. Egad, she's right. The organic life detection device is still reading one too many people. There's got to be someone hiding in the school. I can't take it anymore. They're just killing us off one by one. There's nothing we can do about it. This blows. Stop yelling. I've been trying to put on a brave face too, but I can't do this anymore. I feel like I'm going insane. You know my theory of the idea of killing the same person twice with the same intention of murder instincts affecting both of you, and the Undying Flame has to be plausible? Yeah. I wonder if Gaku and Dadami secretly had a friendship, and since she was last with Takumi, he thinks it's him. That would make sense too. I don't know how they'd end up being friends because they haven't spent that much time together besides that field trip they decided to take without telling anyone else, but besides, we know that Gaku has the hots for Tsubasa because apparently he likes her stomach. What do you do, Holy Jumanji Sword? I'm scared of the killer. Oh, sorry. Get a hold of yourselves. Defeatist attitudes are contagious. But we keep losing people. It's too much. I said secretly for a reason. Well, I mean, that should be evident to the player, you know? Just saying shit happened off screen is really easy to yada yada. I don't like that in terms of a writing device. They should show that happen. Even if it's like a meanwhile somewhere else, and like we the player see it, but nobody else knows that, they should do that. But like just saying, oh, by the way, these guys were secretly friends is kind of annoying. Everyone's reaching their limit, understandably so. Maybe I'm going crazy too. The dam was starting to burst with all the terror we were feeling. It made sense. In a situation like this, normalcy would be out of place. Let's keep Dadami out of the water. We need to put her in the morgue.
総員
As I woke up to the morning announcement, a dull pain shot through my back. My whole body hurts so bad. Right, our bedding burned in the gym, so I slept here last night with nothing but a blanket. And I looked around and saw that everyone else was starting to wake up too. Good morning. I had a bad dream. Me too. I dreamed I ate a loofah sponge because I thought it was a big croquette. Even in my dreams, I have rotten luck. God, you're so annoying. I had a dream that the holy Jumanji sword turned into some kind of cannon. What was it called? A Neo Strong armor? Arm Neo Strong? Jet Clone Arm Cycle? I don't... yeah, I don't know. I don't get this reference. Everyone seemed to have calmed down overnight, but their exhaustion was palpable. It was probably barely keeping it together. We're not going to get any quality sleep huddled together like this. It's just making us more tired. We need to do something about our bedding. Let's make a proper set with the gift-o-matic today. Oh, can I go to the gym? I want to look into the cause of the fire. Then I'll go with you. If we could get 2 more people to join us. Me, I want to go. Investigations require legwork. If my dear sister is going, then so am I. Okay, then we'll go look at the gym. If the rest of you don't mind setting things up here. Yeah, of course, we got this. It did sound like Jetstream Sam, right? But like, I don't think that's what the reference was that they were making. After eating, we split into 2 groups and set off to do our tasks. Inside the gym, the stench of the fire was still filled the air. We held our noses to avoid breathing it in. I'm starting to see why Kurata was constantly picking on her. I mean, it's kind of easy to do. She's a little dumb. And she's very horny for her sword. You said Ima was also the pharaoh from fucking Yu-Gi-Oh? And Nozomi, apparently? So the Japanese voice actor is playing Ima and Nozomi and also played the pharaoh. That's what you're telling me right now. Or was the and Nozomi Kurata picking on Nozomi? Yeah, no, I don't hear Tem in Ima. I guess I have to listen closer, but I don't hear it. Tsubasa picked up something square shaped out of a burnt wreckage. There was that time when we were unaccounted for in their accounts. At the time that we were unaccounted for, we were in the fucking lab, and we probably set the shit on fire, right? We literally made the incendiary device in the metal shop area, and then set that shit on fire. No, I do not hear the pharaoh at all. We didn't find any additional clues, however. Deep inside the piles of ash and cinder, I found a diary I discovered in the library. Miraculously, it wasn't even singed. And I've forgotten all about it since I'd assumed it was a work of fiction. I decided to bring it with me anyway. And so, day 81 passed in no time at all. I mean, the Pharaoh's voice is much deeper than Yugi, so it's probably putting on a voice. No. Not in Japanese. In Japanese, it's the same voice. He just uses different words. Like, Japanese has a way of talking that you can literally sound more confident. That's how they portray him in Japanese. In English, that just means like he's got a deeper voice now. So, or at least that's what it did in fucking 2000s. So, I got some good shit out last night. Thanks to the new bedding, I woke up refreshed this morning. Once I've washed up, I'll go to the cafeteria. We were all sitting at the dinner table with our numbers decreased yet again. The cafeteria was unnaturally quiet. Well, there's only 9 of us now. There wasn't even time to mourn the past anymore. The only thing on our minds is getting through the day, or getting through one day at a time. Mr. Sumino, what are your plans for the day? Well, maybe I'll try to make a trap for the killer or some kind of weapon. I mean, this is from 1998. He's aged a lot since then. Perhaps. I mean, I read all those books the other day, so I don't have anything to show for it. Takumi, you already started making something in the metal shop. What? What are you talking about? When the 4 of us went to the metal shop together, don't you remember? I only remembered yesterday after my sister mentioned it. Playing dumb won't get you anywhere. In the hands of the famed detective Kako Tsukumo, your secrets will all be laid bare. Wait a minute, hold on, what are you talking about? You sure you don't have me mixed up with someone else? The 4 of us had gone to the metal shop on day 78, that much was true. I've been pursuing reference books in search of something to make, and then suddenly found myself all alone. Yuma and the others reappeared just as suddenly, and they told me that the killer had been spotted, so in the end I never got to make anything. Sorry, I don't really know what you're talking about. I never made anything. I spoke firmly and clearly. Yuma and Kaku exchanged mystified looks. Message received. Maybe we misunderstood something. We'll be taking off, if you don't mind. Sister Dearest and I have something we need to do today. Hey! After arbitrarily deciding that our conversation was over, the 2 of them left the cafeteria. Seriously? What was that about? Come to think of it, when that happened, they were all saying tons of nonsense about me instantly teleporting and the like. Do they suspect me? But that can't be. They were the ones who backed up my alibi. Everyone jumping at shadows because of the killer. Not what you want to see. After letting out a heavy sigh to gather myself, I decided to get to work. Today I'm with Igamo and Kiyoshika. Let's make some splatter movies for fucking Dadomi, who's very much alive. Splatter movies. I'm sure Dadomi would love. Oh yeah. Let me make the Calico Cat figure. What's a next-gen gaming console? I forgot this was here. Why do you need an animal fossil to make a calico cat figure? No clue.
Tsubasa!
냠냠. 総員就寝時間だよ.
You survived another day. The lifeside reading was still 10. Was the killer hiding somewhere? I've been thinking more about the killer than our war with the invaders as of late. But who could blame me? I was on edge 24/7, worrying about what the killer might, when the killer might show up next. I guess I'll sleep until it's time to go on lookout. An evening passed without incident, and a new morning was upon us. We still need this last fight, right?
So.
Good morning, Mr. Sumino. Do you have plans figured out for the day? No, I was just thinking about what I should do. How about you? I was hoping to run some tests on the prototype killer trap I made with my dear brother. No, you mean the murderer fly tape you guys were talking about before? But of course, it's an outstanding development created by my brother and sister. Sister dearest, you should get a Nobel Prize. So they really made it. But did they pull that off? But when did they pull that off anyway? We were hoping you could help us, Takumi. We want to test its durability. I don't mind, but... That settles it. Then the three of us will team up today. And Ima and Kako's request, the three of us had ended up working together in the afternoon. When we met up in the metal shop, Ima and Kako immediately pulled out their prototype trap. They quickly lay on a large adhesive sheet on the floor. The construction is very simple, but it might be able to catch them at night or in places with low visibility. Isn't that dangerous to just have it lying around? What if it accidentally snags on one of us? That's the problem. We wanted to see for ourselves, so we were going to have you pretend to be the killer. Me, the killer? This is gonna get me covered in glue, isn't it? We have other sheets with different viscosities of adhesive that we made in the biolab. We'll go get them. So wait here for a second, if you don't mind. And I'll come with you. Just stay here and look after the sheet here. Mr. Sumino, we wouldn't want to get anyone to get stuck on it. We'll be right back, so please keep an eye on it. With that, the two of them left the metal shop. They're trying to see if there's actually two of us. Oh, what is this? Earthbound? They're gonna pull some kind of killer trap paper and they trap the killer in a giant circus tent? Yes, they are. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Keep an eye on it. There's not much to see here. I yawned to look around absently. As I did, my eyes just happened to land on the locker. The power saw and suit should have still been inside that locker, but now it stood empty. I had set the combination to 6914. I chose the number to represent the 14 of us and the 69 days remaining until days we had to try to survive. Those thoughts involuntarily rose to the surface. I stood and stared at the locker expressionless. It suddenly hit me that Ima and Kako had been gone for quite a while. This is taking too long. What happened to those two? Maybe they had some kind of trouble that was slowing them down? They said they were going to be going to the biolab, right? I'll go check out. I'll go check it out. When I opened the door in the biolab, there was no sign of anyone inside. Where did Ima and Kako? I was just about to ask where they'd gone when I stopped in my tracks. An unpleasant stench prickled my nose. Don't tell me. With an ominous feeling, I quietly stepped further into the biolab to find... Damn. Yeah, we gotta be the killer. Like, at this point, there's no way we're not the killer, right? Dead bodies splayed out in front of me were definitely Ima and Kako. The two of them were huddled together in a sea of red blood, their bodies covered in slashes. I have to revive them. I reached out to grab the twins' bodies, but I couldn't get a grip on them. The blood could make my hand slip. I can't. I need to get someone else. My mind was strangely calm given the horrific scene of despair. In the back of my mind, I already knew the truth. They had lost all the cryptoglobin. There was no saving them. I can only remember fragments of what happened after that. I went to get everybody else, trying not to slip on the blood. Everyone was shocked to see their friends covered in so much blood. There was a lot of screaming. So, 7 left. My brain is like now processing the genocide run of Undertale. You know how like when you kill people in the genocide run of Undertale, there's like 7 left. Takumi got a 2-for-1 deal on this one. I can't wait for the game to show us what's actually happening. We're all fucking wrong. Not again. Why is this happening? Takumi, I thought you were with them. How did this happen, man? Blaming him won't do us any good. We just need to try and come up with a way to prevent further harm. It's pointless. We're not gonna come up with jack, dude. We're just stuck here waiting to get murked. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Plot twist is actually one of the tiny fodder invaders that was killing everyone. That'd be wild. Naku, stop hitting. Stop. Hitting stuff won't solve anything. Let's get them to the morgue. I can't bear to see them like this any longer. I just sat back and watched my distraught friends in silence. I wasn't the only one, though. Hideko did the same. Another day gone. We brought Ima and Kaiko's bodies to the morgue, and before we knew it, it was night. Maybe it was mental exhaustion, but everyone went to sleep before the nighttime announcement. Time for me to stand watch. I changed to my class armor, grabbed a blanket and weapon to defend myself with, and then headed for my post. Are you on lookout tonight, Hideko? I'm standing in for Ima. No. Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Hideko and I sat beside each other in silence. Maybe this is the best chance to ask her what she wanted to tell me that time she asked me to meet with her, but tonight I just wanted to wallow in silence while I had the chance. Aren't you scared? Not again. Hideko was the first to break the silence. Everybody's terrified and worried they're going to be the next to die. Yeah, I'm scared. Not of dying, though. For everyone else getting killed. It takes off the mask, it's just one of those round fuckers. And they're all standing on top of each other. And then it smacks Takumi and does 1 damage. I came back to the past to redo everything, to save everyone. But now this is happening. What am I supposed to do? If I died, maybe I'd be free of this nightmare. That didn't sound so bad. Takumi. Sorry, that was awful. Saying stuff like that isn't going to help anyone's anxiety.
今くらい弱音吐いたっていいわよ。私しかいないんだから。
静原、ありがとう。優しいんだな。
Well, that was nice. I let out everything I've been keeping locked up deep inside, as if I were talking to myself. My anxiety, my sadness, my rage. Hideko listened to all of these feelings I've been keeping to myself in silence. The night went by slowly and quietly. And then she stabs you? Nah, we're killing her. She's dead next.
総員
Day 84. What do I do today? Pretty sure Tsubasa knows of me today. Oh, I was like, where's Deadlights at? Deadlights' max was at the bottom there. Basha, you know what to do. Time to become a killer, my friend. Power solve that fucker. You have to rate the characters from least to most favorite. What would the list be? I will tell you in 2 seconds. I'll just get the class roster out. Least favorite would probably be Gaku. Gaku for sure. Gaku's probably my least favorite. Gaku and Ima are on the same tier. I guess Shoma and then Kyoshika are also on the same tier. I don't dislike them. I probably put Moko with them as well. I'll also put a protagonist there, fuck it. And then higher up, Takemaru, Atel, Kako, but only Kako because she hasn't done anything. And then they're probably getting into actual like favorites and most favorites. I don't know if I said Yugama, but Yugama's below. So then Nozomi and Kurara. And then my favorites are Dadami, Hiroko, in Tsubasa, but not necessarily in that order. And I think that was everybody. Chat, who's you guys' favorites and least favorites? Factor homie? Not surprised that that's your favorite Rocket Pal. I'm gonna pretend that I never did that and just go, nah, passed out. What happened? Yes. Yes, of course. What bot? I don't really like Gaku. Ima can be a bitch sometimes, but at least he cares for his sister. Yeah, but he's weird about it. Rocket Pal, are you saying the samurai chick is your least favorite, or that you like him? Like her? I really like Takamaru, and I do like Moko and Aito for some reason. I don't know, man. Aito, I liked him more when he was like, oh my god, my boyfriend Takumi. Him being like evil kind of really took the wind out of my sails, I'll be honest. I'm an affinity for protagonist, so I do kind of like Takumi. That's called being basic. It's okay. As long as you know, though. Well, let me guess. You want Takumi to have his own harem, right? Why are we hating that Takumi doesn't have that Takumi wants his own harem? Yeah, whatever. See that. You like the samurai chick? Gotcha. I didn't like Hideko at first, but she grew to be neutral. I liked Hideko from the jump because she was about business, and I liked that. My least favorite is Ketchup Girl and Gaku. I assume by Ketchup Girl you mean the girl with the tomato head. Honestly, there's probably is a Takumi harem route. Gross. Tsubasa? You like Tsubasa? That is in fact a dumbfounded look. What's up, Kyoshika? You look like a deer caught in headlights. You also dislike Nozomi? Why do you dislike Nozomi? My beans are gone. What? My red beans. I put them in a container, but they're completely vanished. But an extreme dislike? You can't say that without reason. I like Shoma, but in the way you would like a weak and pathetic animal. Got it. I like tan girls and she drives an armored car. I did not ask you to explain. I just asked you to clarify if you liked her or not. You just said Tsubasa. You just fucking just outed yourself. I get it though. I agree. I like Tsubasa's design a lot too. And so I appreciate that though. I agree 100%. You're 100% right. I was looking forward to making sweet bean paste, but did you think about a deer? Did a deer eat my beans? Calm down. You'd be surprised how often it turns out what you're looking for is just hiding behind something else. All right, Takumi, let us know you're the killer without telling us you're the killer. I peered into their fridge, but there was nothing inside. Every bit of food that had been stored in the fridge up until a few days ago was now missing. Hey, what the fuck? The food's all gone. Huh? How? We were completely stocked up. That's because she can't use her powers, but still needs to kill a person or a thing to stay alive. How is that equal extreme dislike, Rocket Pal? To like at least get a power. You should be in that regard. You should like her even more because everyone else has powers, but she's trying her best without powers. She wasn't even supposed to fucking be here, but she worked her way to be here. Not an extreme dislike. Okay. All right. You said extreme dislike before. I was like, dude, what the fuck? She didn't do anything to warrant extreme dislike. I like Dadami because Dadami's fucking insane. She also very clearly needs a like Dadami is my come on chat, hear me out. I can fix her. That's Dadami's my I can fix her pick. I can't, but like, yeah. Did someone get a little get hungry? Did some hungry little rascal sneak in for a midnight snack? Hey, don't look at me. I didn't do it. Not this time, anyway. Then who? Nobody would do this except you, Gaku. Whoa, no faith in me at all, huh? You don't really deserve the faith in you, actually. You can't fix her. She will unfix you. That would mean the culprit is someone not here with us. What's the current life sign count? Hey, don't tell me. A deer flushed its headlights into the fridge and took my special beans? Okay, Kyoshika, let's be quiet for a second, okay? The adults are talking. So the killer stole our food? We failed to consider that if the killer is hiding in the school, they'd need to procure food. Maybe if we stand lookout here, we'll be able to catch the killer next time they come to the cafeteria. Nice idea. No reason to be scared if we can all get the jump on them together. Let's do it. I don't know if that would be easy, but it seems worth a shot. Then let's all stake out tonight with our weapons. How about it, Takumi? Yeah, we better act fast. Let's go for it right after midnight. Then I'll put some food in the pantry and the refrigerator as bait. Everybody was excited, finally seeing a ray of hope. With weapons in hand, we waited for midnight. And finally, it was time. Okay, everyone, in position. Positions. We had split into two groups, both hiding in the cafeteria. I was muffling my breathing, hiding under the table with Tsubasa and Hideko. Who knows how much time passed, all without anything happening. Maybe they won't come tonight? I was trying to hold back a yawn when... What was that? We looked at one another and suddenly echoed in the cafeteria. Over there. I looked where Tsubasa was pointing, and sure enough, there was a figure in front of the fridge. They opened the fridge door and began to furiously scavenge for food. It's the killer. They weren't wearing their usual black suit. Maybe they were only out for food? They weren't so focused on the food, they were so focused on the food they didn't seem to notice us at all. Now's our chance. I got to Yugama's team and received the OK signal in return. I waited for the perfect time and then gave the signal. Go! Mikachu, you murderous blackguard, yield! Yeah, let me go! Don't let them get away, hold them down! Y'all pinned them down as they resisted furiously. They didn't seem to have the power cell on them, which made things a lot easier. I'll turn on the lights. I swear to fucking God if I'm right, bro. The thing though is that you said that as a joke. You were not serious when you said that. Our eyes were wide as we took in the unexpected appearance of the killer. The moment Kaku removed the device, we began to hear strange electronic sound. Ah, nice, it's a bomb. What's that sound? Is it coming from the invader? Everybody stand back! Suddenly, Hideko took off full speed, heading outside with the invader in her grasp. Wait, Hideko? Hideko! Confused, we chased Hideko until we ended up in the schoolyard. The moment she set foot into the schoolyard, Hideko flung the invader with all her might into the night sky. That very moment... The invader soared into the sky and blew up spectacularly, disintegrating into the ash and detritus? Just in time. Nykah let out a sigh of relief as she swept bits of the invader raining from the sky out of her way. What the fuck just happened? It was all so sudden I couldn't make any sense of it. I got a bad feeling when I heard that sound. Looks like I was right. Wow, your instincts really saved us, Hideko. Thanks. No, it's nothing. More importantly, Tsubasa, what's the organic life count? Oh, right, it's 7 now. The thing was our extra one. No. Nope. No. Red herring. That herring is red as fuck, actually. It's redder than a Swedish fish, bro. That shit is red as fuck. Why didn't the alarm go off? That's a good fucking question. It's been a long road, Holy Jumanji Sword. Now we can finally say we've avenged our murdered comrades. Is it really over? Despite everyone else's joy, something was bothering me. Takumi? What's wrong? This feels a little too convenient for me. Was that thing really the killer? Now that you mention it, the person in the black suit and that invader are totally different shapes and sizes. Yeah, even without the power cell, when we grabbed that thing, it still felt weaker than I'd imagined. Didn't you think so too, Hideko? I don't really remember. Hold on, you mean that wasn't the killer? But the lifespan count went down to 7. How many of us are there now? I think it's true that the invader was being counted by the organic life detection device. But the number went down when it exploded after all. That all adds up. Oh, so what are we concluding exactly? I considered the possibility, but still, there was just no way. Ah, so that's how it is. Wait, really? You're kidding? Don't play with me, man. You mean there's a traitor among us? Calm down. We don't know if that's true for sure. We don't know that it's not true either. I'm not sleeping with a killer. I'm going back to my room. Wait, it's dangerous to be alone. We need to stick together. Now, the words fell on deaf ears. Don't anyone come to my room. If you do, I'll freaking kill you. Self-defense. That's not how self-defense works, fun fact. You are still charged with murder if you kill somebody in self-defense. He's more red than the gunman Guden Lagan. Your fun fact for the day is that I'm pretty positive that Guden literally means fucking red, or scarlet. I'm gonna swing my arms into this general vicinity, and if you get hit, well, that's your fault. I'll take a good look at the remains from the explosion. Maybe that invader really is the killer. Sorry, I don't want to doubt any of you, but we're going to have to sleep separately from now on. Oh, for the love of murder. What a headache. I hope things don't get any worse than this. Holy Jumanji Sword, you're the only one I could trust around here. This is our only choice for now. Good night. All I could do was silently watch as everyone went off to their own rooms.
So
The time has come, and so have I. It's been a while since I last slept in my room. Slept in my room. After we went our separate ways last night, I couldn't sleep a wink. In the end, nothing else happened. I haven't written down any notes, so if you don't see any timestamps up to this point, it's because I don't know what to put down. A lot of shit has happened. But the vibe between all of us has changed. The killer really is one of us. Thrown into chaos by a terrifying possibility, everyone seemed content to stay holed up in their rooms. I guess I'll head over to the cafeteria. There's bound to be someone there. I was hopeful, but in the end, the cafeteria was empty. What should I do today? Doesn't seem like it's going to be much going to do. I aimlessly walked to the schoolyard, looking up at the sky. The blue sky filled my field of vision. A comfortable breeze grazes my cheeks. And yet the inside of my head was anything but refreshing and idyllic. I was slumped down, murmuring to myself when I felt a strange presence behind me. Quickly, I whirled around only to see something that made me doubt my eyes. Yo! Yo! Yo, wait!
本当に我らとよく似た生き物なのだな。地球人というのは。見たところ、お前が部隊の長だろう。仲間も伴わずに単独行動とは感心せんな。
Yeah, that really is a bit like a. It's just like a. Hey, brother, you got games on your phone, bro. Get the fuck. What the fuck? Get back the fuck up. 6 feet, bro. I know COVID is over and everything, but back the fuck up. All right. This is a commander, but how? I thought we beat them all. Who the fuck is this guy? What happened to the alarm? What was even happening? I'm completely overwhelmed with my confusion. Takumi, get away from him. Why isn't this voice acted? Those words finally brought me back to my senses, and I quickly leapt back. How did you get on the premises without the alarm sounding? Alarm? What are you talking about? Don't tell me we went straight through you went straight through the undying flames. Are you alone? Usually the commanders bring their minions. I don't like them. They go against my principles. That woman is deranged for using them in battle. That woman ordered me to destroy this place. Hideko, quickly, go tell the others we're under attack. Very well. No need to rush. I want to know who all of you are. Now, prepare for battle. All will be understood when we cross weapons. With that, the commander turned away and put some distance between us. What's with this guy? He's clearly different from the others we faced. Everyone quickly gathered in the schoolyard, jolted by nervous tension upon seeing the lone commander. Let's do this, everyone. It's time for another battle. Alright, this I can write down, because what the actual fuck? Maybe that was a shapeshifter? The shapeshifter was a girl. If we have to. Sir Takumi, give us your orders. Timestamp's name is just You got it. Defensive battle initiate. You know what, Rocket Pal? I'm sure other people have seen this. Ooh.
偉大なる星の神、我に力を与えたまえ。無限体。
Oh. He's yellow now. Did we fight this guy in this time in this timeline? I can't remember.
手を合わさねば相手の本質がわからぬのだ。さあ、お前たちが何者なのか、わしに教えてくれ。
This so far is my favorite invader. This motherfucker said, I'm a fucking blood knight, I'm gonna fight you, and that's how we're gonna get to know what the hell's going on here. He's giving General Grievous. I don't think we can beat him. I don't think we can beat him. Kill this fucker 10 in one turn. I don't think we can beat him. Bro, what? No, we're not supposed to win this fight. Ain't no way you want me to win this fight. She's not even taking damage. Nope. No way. Yeah, we weren't supposed to win that.
なかなかやるな。この星の英雄たちを皆殺しにしただけは。
強敵、手応えがつかめないでござる。
攻撃も厄介だけど、私たちの攻撃がほとんど効いてないよ。
それがあいつの能力。消えない炎、その力で超えてきたのか。
諦めてたまるか。粘り続けるぞ。
I was gonna say, Rockapao, that one scene could really, you could just put that one clip of Stick Man and go, what's good, nigga? What's good, nigga? Nope. What's really good? What did you say, nigga? Alright, yeah, no, that was scripted as fuck. Holy shit. I wonder if there's a way to whittle him down. My attacks don't work correctly. So what I was trying to do is that I was trying to get past his armor with impact stab, because impact stab ignores the armor to do damage to him, but it didn't work. It literally it only did 1 damage to him. It just doesn't work. So we weren't supposed to win that. They have failsafes so that you can't beat it. No, I get the gist of what you're all about. Huh? He de-transformed. Why? How the fuck did you get an S rank? You didn't even kill him? Well, we didn't lose anything. Hold on. Doesn't this give us an opening? We can get him now. No, hold on. What? Dude, what's the matter? I wasn't sure myself, but I think I was overwhelmed. As a mere ordinary human, I couldn't help but be cowed by the dignified conduct of this lion of a man standing before us. I understand you now. You seem a bit different from the wicked and cruel invaders I was told about. I want to hear it straight from the source. Now, what are you fighting for? Had he put his helmet back on? He never took it off. Why are you asking us that? Coming back from death after death to fight again. Do you live solely to fight in this war? That would make you no different from those abominable combat organisms created by that woman. Are you comparing us to that of cannon fodder? So that's how you refer to them too. Cannon fodder. Guinea pigs, slaves, playthings. Do you consider that that sense of superiority to be something like wisdom? I suppose all living creatures reach the same endpoint eventually. What are you getting at? What are you telling us? Are you telling us to surrender? If we do, we'll all be killed, won't we? I doubt if a hexness would let us live. Then shouldn't you simply accept death? Stop messing with us. We're not gonna give up on life. We swore we'd all survive this. That's what pulled us out of despair. That's why we... My vision lurched. There was a loud thump. When I saw the great blue sky unfurled overhead, I realized what happened to me. I'd been beheaded. The moment I heard Hideko's voice in the distance, my vision turned red. Then from red to black. My whole world was enveloped in darkness. Finally, I could think again. How much time had gone by? My head ached as if it was being bludgeoned by a blunt instrument, and endlessly drawn out agony suffocated me. I know, like, they're trying to be, like, poetic here, in terms of how much it fucking sucked, but bludgeoning implies that it was a blunt instrument. And then it all suddenly eased off. Suddenly, I was awake in a familiar place, my room. Coolness will give you a nice pack and you'll be alright. He did not have time to hear any of that soft shit. I'm telling you, that guy was a stink beater, bro. Oh, you was talking all that good shit a second ago, and then you got kicked in your motherfucking chest, Nykah. Takumi? Thank goodness you're awake. Are you okay? Yeah, but what's going on? What happened to me? Well, the commander suddenly lopped off your head. Of course, he brought you back right away with the Revive-O-Manic, but you weren't waking up, so we carried you back to bed. What happened to the Dalexia guy? How did the battle go after I was gone? After he killed you, he just left. You said he'd come back. What do you mean? I don't know. I can't tell you what he said before he left. According to Nozomi, Dalexia was the father of the Squad 1 commander, Merver. He wasn't looking to avenge his son, and everyone sensed there was some kind of friction between him and I see. How's everyone else doing? Because he's such a strong enemy, we realized we needed to come up with a plan or we'd be in trouble. But the others are still scared that that killer may be one of us. Everyone's so tense that we're not getting anywhere. I don't know if they'll hear me out, but I'll try to get through to them. Thanks. We won't survive if we don't cooperate. Aren't you scared, Nozomi? The killer might be hiding somewhere nearby. Sure, I'm scared, but I don't want to suspect my friends. I won't believe that the killer is one of us. I'm sorry, but the killer is me. It'd be easier to doubt than trust, but we won't know anything for sure. What's good, nigga? What's really good? He just pulled up. Nazumi looks so much like Karawa to me in that moment. I'm sure Karawa would have said the same thing in a situation like this. All right, Tsubasa says she has something to report to everyone. Now that you're awake, we should meet up with them and all in the cafeteria. Okay, let's go. Sir Takumi, you're awake. I was a little worried. I know things are bad, but it's not like we know for sure that you're not the killer, so... It wasn't just Gaku. I could feel the air of awkwardness hanging over everyone. But I was still happy that everyone came to see me now that I'd recovered. Good. Your head's back where it belongs. Somehow getting beheaded is not great. It really hurts, actually. I mean, I said something that was not there on the screen, but you guys got the gist of it. You could learn to love it. Want to give it another shot? I'd be happy to help. Yeah, no. More importantly, Tsubasa says she has something to report. Oh, right. I ran some analysis on the thieving invader from earlier. First of all, that device it had on its back was a jammer. A jammer? That's a device meant to interfere with electrical signals. It's used to scramble transmissions, radio waves, and the like. Why would an invader need something like that? I'll try to explain. I found a recording device in the remains of the invader. A recording device? Was anything on it? It had everything from voice data to activity logs. I think it was forcibly implanted into the little guy to monitor it. It's amazing the device was still intact. If its host was rigged to explode, you'd think that'd also be designed to automatically erase all the data. The signal from the jammer worked a little too well and ended up partially jamming the signal to the remote detonation device. That's not how that works! So the bomb only partially detonated. Normally it would have been completely blown to smithereens, but the explosion was unusually diminished. I see, so that's how some parts survived. So I examined the data and learned a few... That's not how that works. Like, a part of a bomb explodes, all of the bomb explodes. That's why it's compact together in such a way that that's what it's supposed to do. That's what she just described to us is like someone threw a grenade and only part of the fucking grenade shrapnel popped off. Like, that makes no fucking sense. So I examined the data and learned a few things, like how long the invader has been in the school.
あいつがここへ来たのは21日目の防衛戦の時。戦うのが嫌で部隊から逃げ出して、この学園にずっと潜伏してたみたい。
あやつ21日目から隠れていたとは忍びの才能があるでござるな。
だけどただで逃げ出せるはずはないよ。普通脱走兵には厳しい懲罰があるからね。それこそありとあらゆる手を使った拷問とかお仕置きとか懲罰とかね。
全部一緒じゃねえか。
とにかく新構成が爆発したのは逃走兵を処分する爆弾が作動したからなんだけど、あいつが60日以上も隠れられてた理由がジャミング電波発信装置なんだよ。あれがあれば追跡から逃れられて部隊長に爆殺されずに済むから。そっか、あらかじめ用意しておいたんだね。でも私たちに見つかってジャミング装置を外されたから体内の爆弾が作動して。
ヒルコちゃんが投げたのと同時に空中で爆発資産って流れだね。
That's what happened. I had another thought. What if during the final couple days, Takumi will black out and murder, will kick in, taking out the rest of the people, and Takumi will finally come to, and it'll be face off between him and Hideko. Like Devil May Cry style, like Dante versus Virgil style. Does that mean we heard sounds coming from the school that one night? That was an invader too? This might be a long... Well, actually, maybe this might be a three-part, because I think we're gonna try to finish out these last 12 12 days and see what the fuck's going on. Finally get an actual ending. So this might be a 3-part stream. If you're talking about day 43, then that definitely was. It was all in the activity log. Day 43, the day Moko was killed. Nozomi and Moko came to my room that night. Nozomi says she heard sounds coming from somewhere downstairs and wanted to check it out and see what it were. So that invader was moving around on day 43? That means the killer really could have been the invader. Unfortunately, no. I checked the record data against the estimated times of killings, but it doesn't line up. That's all for my report. I was hoping to find some information that might give us a clue about the killer. But now it's clear that the invader was innocent, which means... So, that means that the killer was one of us. And my guess is still that it's Takumi and or the Undying Flames boy. Well, I'm sure Takumi would be reluctant to fight her, but he would have no choice but to fight back. Yeah. Yeah. One of us is the freaking murderer? The mystery is solved. No, it's not. Not even close. Yelling is just a waste of energy. It's not like you're going to inspire the killer to reveal themselves. Shut up! We're all gonna get killed here and you're lecturing me! Wait, hold on. Is it you? Stop it, Gaku. We're not gonna solve this by blindly pointing fingers. So, what do we do about Dalexia? We'll have to figure something out between us. We can't just ignore him. Then we all should stay here, right? The killer can't strike if we're all together. Let's do that. Any objections, Gaku? Whatever, fine. After that, we discussed strategies for beating Dalexia. But the move was so horrible, we couldn't even begin to decide what we needed to do. In the end, the day ended up with no real progress made.
So...
Curious.
Oin.
So fucking tired. With a sigh, I flopped into my bed. My head hurts. It's throbbing. Must be the stress. Weren't you supposed to be in the cafeteria? First the killer, now Dalexia. There's so much I need to think about, but I don't want to think about anything anymore. My entire body was exhausted and I couldn't even bring myself to move. Gradually, my eyelids grew heavy. Just before I fully gave into sleep, I could have sworn I saw a flickering flame out of the corner of my eye. Is he wearing this like a fucking skin suit? Who's there this late? Cautiously, I sat in the bed and waited to see what happened next. They ring again. Maybe it's an emergency. Something might have happened, but I should keep my guard up. Just in case I held my infuser behind my back as I opened the door. I rarely cracked it open to find... Tsubasa? What's up? Sorry, I know it's late. I probably woke you up. Don't worry about it. Did something happen? Well, actually, I've been analyzing the remains of the invader for a while now, and I think something is missing. Judging from the shape of the hole, it's probably some kind of external storage. Like a memory card or something? Exactly. It might have gotten dislodged and blown somewhere during the explosion. Best news of all, Kaku has been killed. I think most of us would probably be okay with that. I don't think anyone here said they liked Gaku. I thought about waiting until tomorrow, but I think the sooner we find it, the better. So you came to ask me? You want me to search for this thing with you? Yeah, if you don't mind, that is. Not at all, but... Hey, I'm not the killer, you know. Me neither, but neither of us can prove ourselves innocent either. It's okay. I'm prepared to kill you if things go off the rails. This is so different from how we met her. That makes me feel so much better. Anyway, I'll get ready. I know I'm stating the obvious, but it's really dark out here. I brought flashlights. We're just gonna have to get to sweep the area. Tsubasa shined the flashlight on the ground and stooped over. I did the same, looking at the ground. This seems pretty inefficient. Yeah, and it's 3 days since the explosion, too. Pretty sure this is where it happened. This is going to be a long night. I steeled myself and set to searching with Tsubasa. But it turned out my resolve wasn't going to be needed after all. There's something on the ground here. There's something small and black covered in dirt. I picked it up and Tsubasa practically lunged at it. Hey, let me see it. She took the thing from me and excitedly began examining it. Good job, Takumi. This is the external storage device I was looking for. Really? I thought it would take much longer. I'm gonna analyze the data on this too. Oh, I can't wait to see what's on it. If they felt the need to blow up the invader to keep it away from us, they might be some important secret intel on them. I'm excited too, but try not to overwork yourself, okay? You can't keep working such long hours every day. Don't worry about me. I'm done for today. Let's head back. Looking satisfied, Tsubasa put away the storage device and started to walk back to the school in high spirits. We found what she was looking for without anything bad happening, thank goodness. On top of that, we might even get some new information. My steps were suddenly feeling lighter. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna keep going until we reach the ending, although that might be, I might break it up into another part. On the way back, at the edge of the courtyard, Tsubasa suddenly stopped and peered into my face. So, who do you think the killer is? Why are you bringing that up all of a sudden? I just wanted to ask. I honestly have no idea. But I feel like I might not even want to know. I'd be shocked no matter who it turns out to be. Same here, but whoever they are, they can't get away with this. Yeah, I think we agree on that. Wouldn't it be crazy if the killer showed up while we were talking about them? Yeah, it happened as soon as Tsubasa let out an amused giggle. Wait, that sound! No way! Well, Tsubasa's dead. Tsubasa, run! This way! What? Okay, I was like... it's just how long are they gonna chase us? We ran feverishly as hard as we could, but the killer didn't let up. The roof is just past these stairs. There's nothing to run after this point. We can't let them get to us. I have to do something. I stopped running up the stairs, suddenly whirling around and looked back at our pursuer. And kicked them with all my might. They tumbled down the stairs and fell into a heap at the bottom. Okay, now's our chance to finally capture them. They groaned in agony, but paralysis must have been setting in because they made no effort to resist.
Yosh!
We finally got you. Just give up. Takumi, Tsubasa. What happened? I heard a really loud noise and... Huh? Is that the killer? Did we finally catch them? Well, the only one not here is Hideko and Yugamu. I'll explain everything later. Give me a hand here. They did just fall down the fucking stairs.
クソ野郎がみんなを殺したのかよ。クソ、今すぐぶっ飛ばしてやりてえ。その前にまずマスクを外すぞ。いいな。
I placed my hand on the killer's helmet and slowly pulled it off. Who I saw underneath left me speechless. Oh, come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, really? Bro, that's... Come on. Bro, come on, bro. It's so... Bruh. It's fucking lame, bro. This better be a fake out? I agree. We peeled off the suit Yagami was wearing and brought him to the rec room. He was limp, breathing shallowly, but his expression seemed almost as if he had traces of a grin. You know, I said this could be possibly him. I think we all said it, but we also all said that, damn, that would be really fucking lame. If the fucking assassin was the killer. Like, come on, bro. That's not interesting at all. There's that SpongeBob disappointment music here. Yeah. I hope this is a fake out. We still got 90 days left. We stood around Yagami as he recovered from his paralysis enough to talk. He kept his cool throughout, maintaining the same composure he always did. I cannot believe this was your doing, Sir Yagami. I may have broken the Russian automatic bread with you, but I have no sympathy to spare. I shall avenge my fallen comrades. The Holy Jumanji Sword shall have your head. Calm down, Kyoshika. We can't jump straight to the beheadings. Why did you do this? What possible reasons could you have? Say something, Yagami. I know you're not hurt that bad. Apologies, I was just trying to figure out where to start. Let me lead by saying I haven't killed anyone. Huh? Are you playing games, dude? What kind of idiot would believe that? Gaku's right. If that's true, why are you dressed up like that? Why do you have the power saw? Let me start from the beginning. I'll explain everything, so hear me out.
Yes.
Fine, well listen, but you're on thin fucking ice. The killer first appeared on day 16. Well, maybe it was already day 17 by then. It was late at night in the biolab. Talking said he saw Hideko get cornered by the killer there. That's right. Then we got into a struggle. Sorry, that was Takumi. In the end, they got away, but I managed to recover their weapon and the suit. I was with Gaku and Kyoshika during that time. Huh? You were? I was right here, in the rec room on the night of the day 16. You and Gaku invited me. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. What were the three of you doing that late at night? Gaku said he found an adult video in the storeroom and wanted to have a watch party. What the fuck? Don't snitch on me, dude! Turns out it was just footage of cute critters. Not an adult video, but an animal video. Yes, they were precious little furballs, although Sir Gaku seemed very disappointed. I bet you were disappointed too, you fucking pervert. Okay, we could just move on with the story. Anyway, I was here in the rec room. We had on headphones, so we didn't notice any noise. Isn't that right, guys? Gaku and Kyoshika nodded. It seemed like Yagami was telling the truth so far. There's more. The next time the killer appeared was day 25, when Eva was killed inside her cage. Right, might have nothing to do with her murder, however. After seeing her dead body, the murderous impulses inside me began to resurface. I didn't remember exactly what I'd heard, but something Yagami said in the cafeteria began to replay in my head. Yeah, his urges.
君が相手をしてくれないとなると、本当に誰かを殺しちゃうかも。
So basically, he got really horny. Wrapped with the overwhelming lust, I tried to find an outlet for my feverish mania. I believe it was day 38 when I finally found my solution, when I was just about to kill Gaku. What? You were seriously gonna kill me? Yeah, I was seconds away from going through with it. I had a lot of pent-up bloodlust. But the moment I saw the fear of death in his eyes, I noticed my dark desire was temporarily sated. This guy's a freak! You deserved it, though. Another thing about it, he mentioned this in conversation we had with Ima. After what happened with Gaku, yep. Yep. What about day 43 when Moko was killed? What were you doing then? I was in my room. I couldn't sleep that night because of the bloodlust festering deep inside me. Then I heard Nozomi's shrieks and the sound of glass breaking, so I went to go see what was going on. When I did, I found the killer's suit and power saw at the bottom of the pool. The stuff missing from the locker was in the pool? Why? Tsurugamu must have stolen it, correct? No, I didn't know the combination. Right, you weren't even in the room when Takumi set the code. Wait, I was chased by the killer the day Moko was killed. They had me cornered by the pool, so I shoved them aside and got away, but maybe that's when they fell in? I see, you might be right, but I wasn't concerned about the details. I had other things on my mind at the time, like taking the killer's things so I could dress up like them. Surely you're not telling us you pretended to be the killer just so you can see the looks of despair to fulfill your desires. Sorry, I just couldn't hold back the urges inside of me. Okay, good. Chat, we can salvage this. Let's salvage this. He's just a weird freak, alright? He's not the killer. But I really wasn't going to kill anyone. Just seeing your faces twisted up in despair was enough to satisfy me. Nothing you say is making sense. What was your involvement with the murders of Takamaru, Kurata, and Shoma? I had nothing to do with Takamaru's death on day 51, I swear it. There's now the idea of 2 suits and 2 saws. That's true. The first day I dressed up as the killer was on day 64, the day Kurata was killed. You were on guard duty that night, right? You fell asleep, so I went with Kurata to the bathroom. I sensed the 2 of you were going to leave, so I pretended to sleep. I figured it would be my chance to enjoy the thrill of the chase. I quickly put on the suit I had hidden in my room and chased you with the power saw. So, you were the one chasing me in the hallway? So... Takumi is the killer, but the doppelganger that we were talking about that might have been the doppelganger was him the whole entire time. Was Yagami the whole entire time. So the fake one was Yagami the entire time, but Takumi's the killer. So every time you got chased, it was Yagami? No, because the first time he put on the suit was on day 64, right? That's here. I think that's what he said, right? First day I dressed up as a killer was on day 64. So no, that doesn't add up. That's right, I chased you like the killer would. And once I had you cornered in the front of the defense room.
やっと君の恐怖で絶望した顔を見れて欲望が満たされたんだ。とても気持ちよかったよ。
Okay, but that means that we killed it because we passed out and we have no account of what happened then. Because that's what happened when we were running away with Dadami. This particular scene, right? This particular scene happened when we were running away with Dadami. But that doesn't account for the time with Nozomi. Or was this the time with Kurata? No matter what, this doesn't account for the time we spent with Nozomi. Once I had my fill, I hid the suit and power saw in my room and went back to the gym. That's all I know. So you really know nothing about Lady Kurata's death? Speak the truth or prepare to become rust on the blade of my holy Jumanji sword. I'm sorry, but I had nothing to do with her murder. I can't tell you anything. I had nothing to do with Shoma's death on day 77 either. Keep talking. What about Dadami on day 80, or the twins on day 83? When the fire started in the vaulting box, everyone scattered and ran away from the gym. I smelled an opportunity. You're kidding. You took advantage of the chaos to masquerade as the killer? Correct. I went back to my room, got the suit and power saw, and pretended to be the killer for a second time. I went inside and found Dadami and Takumi immediately. I felt bad knowing it would be my second time doing it with you, but you put put on such a good performance the first time. I couldn't resist my chance to see you like that again. Seeing the enraptured look on Yugamu's face, I was completely lost for words, for a lot of reasons. Halfway through the chase, I told Dadami to run and I lured the killer. You chased me alone? I managed to lose you somehow and then head out in my room until the next morning, but Dadami... I don't know what happened after Dadami got away. Once I lost sight of you, Takumi, I gave up. I went back to my room, changed, and met up with everyone else. Right, the life sign count was 11 when Yugamu joined us. So Dadami was still alive at that point. And I had nothing to do with Ima and Kako either. I didn't do a thing to them. Is it everything? You're not hiding anything else? Scout's honor. You might not believe me, but I really didn't kill anyone. You don't seriously think we're okay with what you did, do you? I'm aware I crossed the line, but I couldn't stop myself. Looks of terror and despair whenever I chased you. I needed them so badly. That's why I kept this from you guys. No other reason, I promise. You say that, but I feel betrayed. I'm not going to be able to forgive you and move on that easily. I'll accept any punishment you want to give. Torture me, whatever you need to do. But if it wasn't Yugamu who killed our friends, then who's the real killer? You know the school really badly needs cameras? Yeah, that would fix a lot of issues, actually. Suddenly, the image of the killer on day 16 crossed my mind. Were they still hiding inside the school? No, that wouldn't add up with the life sign count. Then what? Where are they? Getting rather lost. What are we doing with Sir Yugamu? I think we're going to have to keep him separated from the group until we find the real killer. Of course. That should help with my little problem. How about we use that weird room on the first floor? Yugamu's dead next. We can lock it up from the outside. The room with the strange devices where when we were at Kamakura General Hospital. That might be the perfect place to lock Yugamu up. Hey, mind if I take the power saw and the suit he was hiding? I'll hide them someplace where nobody can find them. Where's the proof that you're innocent? I don't have any, but the same goes for anyone else here. Trust me, I know I'll be under suspicion if someone else gets attacked. Fine, you can deal with them. Fine, you can deal with them, Gaku. We'll take care of Yugamu. Yeah, that's fine with me. If there's a decision making where he has to die, I want to go with he has to live. Yugamu? I spelled with an E. But a shocking development was waiting for us right around the corner. Day 90. We're gonna skip this because we know what he says. A happy ending? Okay, I'm not reading this. Good morning, Takumi. Morning. The son of Tsubasa or Gaku? They might be holed up in their rooms out of paranoia. Maybe, but I hope not. We still haven't worked out a strategy for Dalexia. There's so much to think about that my brain feels like it's going to boil over. Neither of them were wearing their regular clothes. Same one for me. We had a little discussion before going our separate ways yesterday. At the end of it, we decided to wear our class armor, or artificial class armor in Nozomi's case, all the way from all day from now on. I'm actually surprised you didn't come to the conclusion much sooner. If everything Yugamu told us was true, the killer was still out there somewhere. They're not even showing up on the life sign total. They might even be. Before I could finish that thought, I heard footsteps outside in the hall. Tsubasa broke into the cafeteria, breathless with a grim look on her face. Tsubasa, what's got you in such a hurry? I just woke up and checked the life sign count. It's gone down to 6. Huh? The only ones missing were Gaku and Yugamu, which meant... Let's search the school. We'll start with the nearby rooms. Everyone stick together. We systematically opened every door in the school, making sure nothing was out of place. It could be you, it could be me. You know what? It's probably me. Right. Yugamu's dead, Yugamu's cooked. My heart was screaming with each door we opened, and in the end, my prayers would go unanswered. No, it's Gaku! Inside the library, we found the blood-soaked remains of Gaku Maruko, his body sliced to ribbons. An unpleasant stench of blood emanated from his mangled corpse. Nah, he's cooked. He's been dead for a while. Oh no! Anyway. Slowly, the world turned gray. It felt like my emotions died with Gaku. If Gaku's been killed, that means Yugamu's still alive. Let's make sure there's no sign he broke out of the room. We need to look for the power saw too. Sir Takumi, how are you so composed? Sir Gaku's been killed. Are you being serious right now? I'm not trying to sound heartless, I just want this to be over. Let's take him to the morgue. Help me out. Wait, before we do that, look here. There's signs of a struggle. Hideko pointed to a nearby bookshelf. This shelf is way out of position. There's books on the ground. Someone must have moved it intentionally. Maybe Gaku bumped into it while he was fighting the killer. No, there's multiple gouge marks on the back of the shelf. That's not natural. What do you mean? It's highly likely that Gaku hid the power saw and suit here. He must have gotten in a fight over them with the killer, resulting in these gouges. I see. So that's why he was killed here. And the power saw and suit got taken again. Maybe someone here has them. You're suspecting us now? It wasn't me. Can you prove that your hands are clean before pointing fingers, Lady Tsubasa? Enough suspecting each other serves no purpose. Enough suspecting each other serves no purpose. Hideko and I lifted Gaku's body in the silence. The others came to help soon after, but no one felt like talking. After bringing Gaku to the morgue, we went to the room where Yugamu was locked up. Yugamu's eyes went wide upon hearing the news of Gaku's murder, and he just stayed down at the floor. There were no signs that he'd left the room. Our suspicion of one another was only growing. Our worst-case scenario just keeps finding ways to get worse, and there's no stopping it now. I wonder what the fucking invaders are thinking. Like, they just show up and there's less of us, and he's like, what the fuck's going on with y'all? Are y'all good? They didn't take the easy way out, thank God. I know there's 100 endings, but damn, bro, that would have sucked. Yeah, it's just you, Hideko? Everyone's decided to eat in their rooms. Well, I figured this would happen. I assembled a light meal on my tray and sat in front of Hideko. We were silent. The only sound in the cafeteria was the quiet clatter of our dishes. Then Hideko calmly looked me in the eye.
殺されたことがあるの。それも何度も。スミノがタイムリープしたのと同じように、私も違う歴史にいたって言ったらわかる？
Would it make more sense if I told you I lived through a different past, similar to how you time travel from yours?
待ってくれ。急にそんな話。
Huh? See, the thing is that I'm not surprised. I guessed that she was a time traveler from the get-go. I just don't understand what she means. Hideko experienced something like I did? It was also sudden that I couldn't follow. She didn't seem to be joking, but... I remember everything about the past I saw. Not that it's a pleasant memory. Is that what you've been hiding? The memories came into me on day 3. I was killed. And I remember what I said. Oh, she's doing a fucking, fuck, what's the name of that movie with Tom Cruise? Live, Die, Repeat? Y'all know that one movie I'm talking about. The Edge of Tomorrow or some shit like that? That's a good movie. We should watch that at some point. You think I watched movies? I think this movie actually is you were too young for when this movie came out. Edge of Tomorrow, yeah. So she's doing a fucking Edge of Tomorrow, where every time she dies, she goes back to the past with her memories intact. I think that movie... I think that movie is based on a fucking manga, so...
そもそもみんなでこの学園に居続けたことが間違いだったのかもしれない。
So, again, I just texted Logan. I said I fucking called it in all caps and said Hiroko is fucking Tom Cruise. Came out in 2014, so I was about 8 when it came out. Yeah, I feel like he wouldn't have watched that movie at the age of 8.
全員でこの学園から立ち去るべきだったのかも。私はもう一度やり直す。何度でも何度でも。そして全ての忌まわしい歴史に終止符を打つ。いつか必ず絶対に。
静原は歴史を繰り返し続けている。何度も失敗しながら。
この学園にいたらまた同じ歴史が繰り返されると思った。だからそれを阻止したくて黒板にカラースプレーで警告をしたの。
Oh, she was the one who did that. Wait. I thought that by staying in the school, history would repeat itself, so I wanted to stop that from happening, so I sprayed a warning on the blackboard. Okay. So she was the one who wrote that, and we got on this timeline because we left the school. Can I check something? Nice. Yeah, so here I decided to leave the school. So we got down what is basically her fucking route. Interesting. She got her memories on day 3, she wrote the shit, and then plus that shit on day 4. Alright.
So, 私が書いたの。
I wanted to tell you sooner. That's why I asked you to meet me that night. The day that Hideko asked me to see her, Nozomi wanted to talk to me that night too. But then Yugamu showed up, so I couldn't say anything. After that, I lost my nerve. I couldn't do it.
今まで隠してたのに、どうして俺だけに話してくれたんだ。
それは私のエゴだと思う。
静原。
ごめんなさい。
With that, Hideko left the cafeteria, carefully avoiding to make eye contact with me. I had no idea she had to apologize. I had no idea what she had to apologize for, but one thing was clear enough. She seemed like she's hurting. She'd been holding this all by herself, memories of a brutal series of events. After seeing vulnerability in Hideko for the first time, I couldn't bring myself to push her any further. I was worried she might break.
みんな、就寝時間だよ。今日も。
Yeah, but I called that. I figured that out a while ago. I didn't figure it out exactly the same way. I thought she was time traveling the same way that Takumi was time traveling. Her special skill gives her more damage when she kills enemies. We have a time traveler and one who reloads the save state. We still have some of the other, yep. But looking back, the things that she said and did that hadn't made sense before all added up now. Yeah, so the thing that clued me into her time traveling specifically was when she showed up, knocked on our door, and then was like, "Hey, those motherfuckers are attacking us," which means somehow in whatever future that she witnessed, she died, came back, got the earplugs, and put the earplugs, give us the earplugs so that we could fight through that. But there was no way for her to know that unless she had enemy intel, which wasn't apparent because Sire wasn't. It wasn't apparent that her and Sire were working together. Or she was just straight up a traitor, which we didn't have evidence to, so I just didn't say anything about that. So wait a minute, it's possible knowing this knowledge if we keep Aito, will she still be remembering that current timeline save state? No, because that happened on day 3. We killed Aito on day 2. Think about the divergence. That's why that's another reason why I thought she was a time traveler, because she was the first person to bring up the diverging of timelines. But if we kill Aito on day 2 and she gets all of her memories from day 3 onward, there's no way for her to remember anything before that. So no, that she literally, it's not possible for her to remember that on that particular timeline. So we work in a way that we go all the way back to fucking she's the only person that dies and keeps all of her memories. Who's to say that's not true? Who's to say that we keep him alive, and when she shows up in the picture, whatever decision happens from keeping him alive would be then to be applied to her and keep changing. Wait, what? Who's to say if we keep him alive and then when she shows up in the picture, whatever decision happening for him keeping him alive would then be applied to her and she tried to change some kind of outcome? I don't understand the point you're making. So could you choose not to kill Aito, or was that an automatic thing that happened? We could choose not to kill him. Why the fuck would I choose not to kill him? At least not the first time around. Like, the first time around, obviously the correct answer was kill that bitch. What I'm getting at is, would she still have the ability to keep him alive? Oh, no, absolutely. She absolutely still has that ability because she was acting weird in the original timeline that we came from. Remember? She assumed direct control and she's like, oh, I'm stronger than everybody here because she already did this. Now that you killed them, Takumi gained a bloodlust that couldn't be sated. Verily. So... Totally. Right? Just as I left my room, I could hear Kyoshika and Tsubasa talking in the distance. Kyoshika seems to be excitedly telling Tsubasa something. I wonder what. Did something else happen? Sir Takumi, perfect timing. Can you come with us? Oh, wait, where are we? Just hurry. Is Hideko dead now? What the fuck?
面影殿に朝食を運びにやってきたでござるが、そうしたら中に入ろう。
Well, we knew that was happening. We opened the broken door and saw Yugamu covered in blood, face down and lifeless. Yeah, of course. I expected as much. Just like everyone else before him, his body was sliced to ribbons. So what I'm saying is, if we do keep him alive, she has the ability, and we go back to the timeline where he is alive, will she inadvertently try to change something to prevent something from happening in that timeline? I don't know. We haven't done it yet. We went back in time and immediately killed his ass, so we don't know. If the game actually has 100 endings, which I'm sure it does, I imagine that that's probably a possibility. Hideko, Nozomi, you're here. Yeah, we were the first to hear the news from Kyoshika. You can probably tell, but he's lost all of his cryptoglobin. We can't revive him. Let's get him to the morgue right away. I feel bad leaving him like this. Right, we need to make a grave marker as well. No one lost their composure anymore. No tears flowed. Even the anger was gone. This is something she could always do. We only realized that we had the ability to do that because we gained the small child's fucking power, the flame child. We gained his power and his cryptoglobin and all the other cryptoglobin from the commanders and whatnot, and we had the ability to go back in time. So all that means is that her cryptoglobin is really fucking strong. And with that, Death, Takumi's the only male left. Harem route starts now. Oh, Jesus. No one else. Yep. We just accepted the death of our friend and dealt with it matter-of-factly. You're used to this now. The death of Yugami was just another part of our day. And I don't want to do anything. Laying listlessly in bed, I suddenly realized it was long past bedtime. Invaders, humanity, whatever, I just want this to be over already. Just then, I felt a familiar presence I hadn't felt in a while. I sat up and there he was, standing there in the corner of my room. And I knew it. It's been a while. Right, I guess it had been for you. What do you mean by that? I've been watching you all this time. I know what's happened. But you must not remember. Yeah, you might have been watching us, but we haven't been able to see you. What do you need anyway? No, that's not what he said. He said you don't remember, which means you don't remember killing everybody. What do you need anyway? Did you find some kind of clue about the killer? Unfortunately, even I'm not sure what's going on or why. Oh, fuck, come on, bro. No matter what happens, all I can do is watch over you. Nothing more. Is that what you came to tell me?
君を助けられなくて。
With a sad look at his face, the Undying Flames boy abruptly vanished. What's up with him? I don't want to do anything except for murdering your teammates. You have wall hacks? How do you not know what's going on? I don't fucking know, bro. I'm willing to frustrate myself. He literally could just watch anybody who isn't, who he thinks who's suspicious and wait for them to fucking, to do something suspicious. That's all he needs to do. He literally has wall hacks. I'm willing to frustrate myself thinking about it. I pulled the blanket over myself and closed my eyes. I wanted to forget reality, to forget everything, and find refuge in sleep. The morning announcement hadn't played yet. The sun was only just coming up. And right on cue. Alright, this should be the final fight. We have like 4 people. The Laxi has come, but the alarm sounded this time. It really startled me. Looks like he brought some minions with him. This fight is gonna be harder than last time. We have fewer numbers and no plan. We're just gonna have to go for it or die. Wait, about that. We do have one strategy we can use. It is hard mode. The final fight, and then Takumi murdered everyone but Hideko. Remember the external storage device we recovered from the invader? Well, I finished analyzing the data on it. No one mentioned anything to me about an external storage device. Luckily, the data survived and I was able to retrieve some of the confidential information. I learned a lot. I'll spare you the details, but I used the knowledge to develop a bioweapon. That sounds familiar. Yep. Yep. Once I understood the cell's weak point, I figured I should get to work on something. Nozomi helped me out. Lady Nozomi? Why? Because Tsubasa asked me to. It's not much, but I do have some experience with medicinal research. I'm the ideal candidate for working on the poison that affects cryptoglobin because I don't have much of it myself. We did make a poison like that, and Nozomi tricked the commander into consuming it during my previous 100 days here, but what's the plan this time? We turn the poison into a gas and have Delixia breathe it in. We made a trap we can place. You should just turn it into a bomb. We can position it and activate it any time using a remote control. I'm gonna find a place to set this. Once it's in place, I'll need you to get him to stop near it. We'll activate it. Aw, damn, it's too bad we don't have Shoma. Shoma could aggro him. Grenade? Yeah, I don't know why it's not a grenade. We'll activate it once everyone's gotten some distance. That shouldn't be, that should be enough to get him to inhale the poison. Can we pull this off with the small group we have now? We'll just have to try. It's better than standing around and getting killed. You're right. It's very much worth trying, but why didn't you say anything before? Because of the whole killer thing, I kept the info under wraps as a precaution. And I wasn't sure it would even work out. It was a gamble. Thank you both so much. Now we have a way to make this work. Yeah, let's do this. I don't want to have any regrets.
Yes.
Forget about everything else and give it everything we've got. It's time for a defensive battle.
偉大なる星の神よ、我に力を与えたまえ。無限体。波動の巨人誰か。いざ参るぞ。 死ぬ気でかかってくるがいい。
みんな行くぞ。まずはあいつの動きを止めるんだ。
You can now use poison traps to set poison traps. You cannot use L1 to set poison traps. Poison traps will activate when the boss gets near one, so set them after dealing with the surrounding enemies. You can move it as many times as you wish. This is a three-wave battle. Damn. Thankfully, you powered up the two people who didn't get brutally murdered and did. He only took 1 damage from that, which is insane. You know, Takami's a killer. Will it be cool to see a notable subtle hint that his stats was increasing and nobody paid no mind? That would be really cool.
やった、聞いてるみたいだよ。全員総攻撃を仕掛けるでござる。待って、まだ周囲に毒ガスが残ってる。追撃したら私たちにもダメージが来るわ。それならあいつとの決着は後回しにして、まずは周囲の敵を
He was not absorbing the hemoglobin. What's the objective? Defeat all enemies except the boss. Alright. I'll boost you. It's not hitting you, right? It is not. All right. Oh. All right, next.
Minna, 一気に畳みかけるぞ。
そろそろ決着の時か。生き残るのはわしかお前たちか。その答え合わせをするぞ。
Yep. There he is. Here he is. He's big and he's pissed. Yeah, great. All right, just the boss. All right, what did your stats go down to? 80, 80, no def. Okay, we got this. I'm gonna build up.
始めるわ。さあ、行くわよ。使わせてもらう。なんだよ。仕掛ける。死になさい。あっけないわ。出番だね。邪魔しないで。この調子で行くよ。いつでもいいよ。
いくよ。この調子でいくよ。
Wow, 1 damage.
それ。私に任せて。危ないよ。やったね。準備万端。邪魔しないで。出番だね。えいや。この調子でいく。準備万端。
You're fine. Shields up. Alright. Dang. But you didn't do anything to make it easier for me to hit you. Alright, the question now is who does more damage at the moment? So that's 4. That's 4. This is one more. Ow. Ow. That's fine, actually. Yeah, go ahead. She might be dead. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Completely fine, actually. All right. Nice. I'm just gonna stand over here and start stabbing you. Alright, next turn we win. There it is. Easy. I don't even think I needed to buff myself that much. That's a blood knight. Ooh. Why does she look like that? Normally she's like really excited to do shit. Oh, okay, there it is. The X is stamped on the commander's desiccated corpse with a sneer.
みんな攻撃準備だ。まあ待て、そう焦るな。私はまだお前たちと戦うつもりがない。え？最後の戦いにふさわしい催しを準備している。私が神となるための儀式だ。貴様らとの決着はその時だ。なんだよ、それ。安心しろ。その時は近い。貴様らも楽しみに待つがいい。私という神が誕生する瞬間をな。
With that declaration, VX has turned and left. Honestly, after seeing her walk away, I felt relieved. All right. This part is going to be left off here. Breastplates that are actually breasts. My favorite fantasy trope. Yes, of course, naturally. This part is going to be left off here. Twitch chat, don't go anywhere. I'm going to take a quick 3-minute break. And we're going to continue the story. Give me 1 second. Yamazaki, I hope you're doing well. Give me 3 minutes. I'll be right back.